Hey everybody, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore. It is March 24th, 2020, and I'm here with my update for week 44 on my journey to Wonderland using carnivore and alternate day fasting. Carnivore and 1 meal a day fasting. And you're watching Big Anklevich on health. Okay, so it's time for the daily reports. Let's take a look at how this week went. Okay, it is Tuesday, and this morning I stuck with it. I got up this morning and I had myself some eggs and some bacon. And that was yummy. I think I had, if I remember right, I didn't take a picture of it, but I had some cheese with some pepperoni. Because that, I don't know, that's my treat, I guess. Pretty soon I'm going to have to give that up too, if I want to really get going. But I had that this morning. And then for lunchtime, I waited till it was too late to have anything else. And so I just warmed up some hamburgers. I had 3 hamburger patties that each one of them was 1/3 of a pound, so altogether was a pound. I put a little bit of cheese in between them, and I ate that. And that was my food for the day, and I was good and full, and I didn't have any trouble while I was at work. That's one of those real keys, is just making sure you eat enough food that you don't have any trouble trying to stick with it. You're not starving. You're not like, wow, what's in the vending machine, because you're full. And it really helps. Okay, it is Wednesday, and today was a good day. I got up this morning, and I had myself some bacon, and I had some cheese, some mozzarella cheese with some pepperoni. That was just one of those things I'm kind of letting myself have to get by. And then I had a bunch of chicken that had been left over in the fridge for a long time. My wife got a rotisserie chicken, and then she just never used it, never ate it. I kept asking, can I eat this? And she said, I'm going to make it into some kind of soup. And then in the end, I think she wound up throwing most of it away and just saved a little bit of the meat. And I ate what meat there was left. And then later on in the day, as I was heading out to work, I got some of the leftover brisket from Sunday. And I had that, and that was delectable. And then I came to work, and I haven't eaten since. It's my fasting time, I guess. Although, not really. I mean, I'm not trying to fast. I'm just not hungry. But I'll eat again tomorrow. Hey, it is Thursday, and today, let's see, I got up this morning, I had some bacon. I had this is what I've had almost every day. I don't know if I've mentioned this every day, but I had a bunch of mozzarella cheese, put it on a plate, stick some pepperonis on top of it, and stick it in the microwave and melt it. And I eat it, and it's a sort of pizza. It's kind of like having pizza, and I don't know. It's comforting. It helps me to get through. I think it probably needs to be the last week that I have cheese, because I've been having a lot of it recently, and I've noticed, some of the issues that I get from cheese coming back up and kind of strong again. So one of the issues that I get is that I don't lose weight very well, so I probably ought to get rid of it for many reasons. But I had that along with a couple of slices of Munster. And then later I ate some more of the leftover brisket that my wife made. Man, that was a big brisket. I've eaten so much of that, and there's still at least a full day, probably 2 full days worth of brisket left for me. Luckily, nobody else in my house eats leftovers, so there's plenty and no worries. So, but at the very least, I haven't been cheating. I'm doing good, and it's going to be a good week, I think. Okay, it is Friday, and I've developed a couple of issues in the last 2 days. Last night, well after I made my video, when I got home from work, I gave in and ate some cheese late at night, and drank some cream as well late last night. Then this morning when I got up, I drank the rest of the cream, and then tonight when I got home, I add more cheese. Now, I don't need to be eating late at night. I was fine. It was all just because I feel like it, because I want it. And I get the feeling that that is going to put the brakes on any weight losing that I might have done this week. We'll see. Maybe I can nip it in the bud right now and still manage to lose something. But tomorrow night, I promise you that I will not eat something late. I'm going to eat breakfast and lunch and nothing more. That is going to be my deal tomorrow, which will be more difficult because tomorrow's Saturday and I'll be home. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to manage to live up to it. So we'll see if that works. Hey everybody, it is Saturday and today could have been better, I have to admit. I got up this morning and I had bacon and eggs for breakfast and that was good. And then a little while later, I also had some of my usual cheese with pepperoni. I think I may have had that later though. That was later on in the day. Anyways, at one point in the day, I was talking with my wife, and I always give her a hard time telling her that she needs to go carnivore. And today, I guess she just had had enough of that. I don't know. She turned and just said, "Stop it. I'm never going carnivore, and you can stop bugging me about it. I don't like meat good enough to do that." And I don't know what the deal was with that, but it really upset me for some reason. Really frustrated by it and was really, I don't know, I guess I was a little hurt by it, I have to admit, and that was not good because I kept dwelling on that the whole day through, and it wasn't long before I was like, you know what, I know they want us quarantined inside our houses, but I'm going to go out to the store and I'm going to get myself some cheese, some cream cheese, so I can make myself a little treat to soothe my emotions. And so that's what I did. I had myself some of that cream cheese fluff. Hopefully, that will be it. In the past, that always seems to be like the open door, the thing that opens the door to the worst stuff. But I am not going to let that happen. I'm going to fight that. And tomorrow, I'm going to eat just meat. And if I want something, I think I'm just going to grab a hamburger patty out of the freezer, warm that up and eat that. And that'll be whatever snack I always do, or, whatever it is. Whenever I'm driven to splurge, that's what I'll have instead. So that's my plan. Hey everybody, it is Sunday and today wasn't so good. I mean, it wasn't terrible because I didn't do anything seriously bad, but I did have that cheesecake stuff that I sometimes make. I just felt like it. And what's worse is that it did not feel like me. It did not like me. I had digestive issues for most of the day, and it was an uncomfortable thing, let me tell you. I don't know what my deal is. I need to stop eating whenever. That's one thing, especially on weekends, that I just do all the time, is I don't eat meals. I eat just kind of whenever. Heck, the fridge is right there. Why not get into it and eat? So I need to change that. I need to make that a goal that I'm working toward. I have my certain time. I think coming up this next week, I'm going to really try and work on a 1 meal a day thing. I've been doing more like 2 meals a day. I've been eating like back when I was fasting every other day. Except for not fasting every other day. I was just eating like that every day. And I'm not getting anywhere. I wouldn't be surprised, especially considering the way I was this weekend, wouldn't be surprised if I'm back up to above 250 by the end of this week again. Hopefully not. I don't know. I haven't weighed myself because I keep eating before I think about it, and once you've eaten, you've gained a few pounds, and it's not worth weighing yourself. But I'm afraid also to weigh myself and just find out what it looks like, because I'm afraid that it's not good. I need to stop with the dairy and start with the mealtimes, I think. Okay, it is Monday, and I'm pretty irritated with myself. I've been pretty bad for the last 3 or 4 days, really. I've had that cheesecake stuff every single day. Did it again this morning. And, on top of that, I've been doing very frequently this week where I've been eating really late. Usually I eat my food and then I don't eat again until the next day, more or less a 1 meal a day kind of a thing, or at least eating within a window. And I haven't even been doing that. I've been tempted enough to snack, eating cheese or whatever when I get home from work. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be way back up at the weight that I was at the end of last week instead of the end of the week before. I don't know, whatever. Back up into like 252 or something like that again, like I was before, because I've just not been good. I need to cut that crap out. I think it's time to really just focus and give myself just just the meat only and the 1 meal a day. I think I'm going to switch. I have been doing breakfast and lunch, but that was what I would do when I would fast for 40 hours. I don't need that if I'm fasting for 24. So I think I'm going to switch off of that too and just go to a 1 meal a day thing and just meat, and only meat, nothing else. No cheese allowed anymore. No dairy. It's not good for me. It doesn't do me good. I get a lot of problems from dairy. I need to cut it out. Okay, so it seemed like it was starting off okay, but it kind of went downhill. I did slip into that problem of wanting that cheesecake stuff. It is something that I feel is a treat that I am allowed, but I really shouldn't be. I think I need to keep it in mind that any kind of sweetener, be it sugar or artificial sugar like stevia or whatever, none of those things are allowed in carnivore. No sweetener is allowed in carnivore, and I need to not eat something with a sweetener. Now, that and lots of cheese, those all, I'm pretty sure they caused me problems. I mean, I said it over and over again in those videos. So let's see what happened with my weigh-in. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. I gained back almost exactly the amount of weight that I lost last week. So now I'm at 252.8, which means that I gained 6.6 pounds this week. That seems like a lot from what I did, but okay, so we're gonna fix things here this time. We're gonna get things together. It's time to get myself together. I'm not going to keep going downhill. So what am I going to do? Okay, so I haven't been fasting, right? I mean, I'm not really trying to fast per se, but I have been eating too much. I've been eating when I'm not hungry. I've been eating like I was eating when I was fasting a huge amount. So I'm going to try and make sure that I eat just 1 meal a day. It's going to be somewhere around 11 o'clock or noon when I eat, and I'm going to eat, it'll be a large meal. I'm going to eat a ton of calories, probably 2,000 calories worth of food in 1 meal, maybe more. I don't know how many calories. I've never added that crap up because I don't really care. Calories are bunk. But I'm going to eat a big meal, and then I'm not going to eat anything else. Not when I get home late at night, like I did several times this past week. And not even when I wake up first thing in the morning, which I was doing all the time this week. I was eating both a breakfast and a lunch, and I don't need that much food. So that's what I will do this upcoming week. And on top of that, cheese is out. No more cheese. No more regular cheese. No more cream cheese especially. And no cream. Oh my gosh, the cream has got to go. I got to stop that. Sad thing is I've got half a thing of cream still in the fridge. I need to force my kids to eat it or something. So there's got to be some way around this because it's going to tempt me. So I need to get somebody else to eat it. The dairy is going away. I can't do the dairy. It's causing me all sorts of problems. Specifically, tons of phlegm comes up my throat whenever I eat dairy. Just lots and lots of saliva is just always in there. If I try and stretch, bend over and touch my toes, I immediately have like phlegm coming in. Worse is like it's almost there's enough that it like goes up my nose. It's bad. Gotta get this stopped. So I'm gonna get rid of the dairy. Go to just a one meal. I can eat plenty, but it's gonna be once. So that's my plan for this upcoming week. I'm gonna stick to it, and I'm gonna get myself back on the right track because this yo-yoing up and down is not good. This roller coaster ride of going up and down. I got to get this stopped, get myself in the right direction. And I am going to stick with this for a long time, man. Not just for a week. This is going to be a month, 2 months, 3 months until I'm in Wonderland. No more dairy and no more overeating. And I'm going to go. Going to take that chute right on down to Wonderland. Yeah, baby. It's going to be good. So that's going to be my show for today. I hope you enjoyed what I had for you. Thanks for watching. Big Anklevich on health.